Okay, next video. This is about a Kwikset 5-pin cylinder removal tool. I tried to explain it to the best of my ability. Been doing this for almost 7 years since I've been here. I'll be here 7 years in about 6 weeks. Difficult time too. The one thing I wanted to reiterate is when you get a new lock set and the 2 cylinders are out, install the lock set first. Do not install the cylinders. After the lock sets are installed, then you pop the cylinder in. You won't have any trouble. Too many times I go to pop the cylinder in and it doesn't work. I gotta take the lock off, pop the cylinder out, and restart all over again. Happened to me a few times, and I don't do it that way anymore. Locks first, cylinders last on a new set. Okay, if they're off. Sometimes they're off, sometimes they're not. Sometimes they come with and they usually work fine. For some reason, these locks are a little bit different. It isn't that difficult if you practice it, but at first it might be a little difficult. I found it difficult at first. Took me a few tries to get the hang of it. It wasn't like 1, 2, 3. It's more like 5, 6, 7. Okay, but I got it nevertheless, and I make it look easy here. I've been doing it for a while, and this lock set was actually used, so that helps out also. It makes it a little bit easier. When they're new, they're a little bit more difficult to use the tool, get the cylinder out, and get it back in. You actually see me having a little difficulty getting it back in. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. This is a Kwikset tool. It's a cylinder removal tool. Cylinder removal tool. That's what it says on there. Has a part number. I'll try to put it in the description. These locks were opened already, hence the painter's tape. I try to save locks when I can. Material's been hard to get ever since the COVID has come out. I really only need 1 box for this demonstration. This is a 5-cylinder, it's not a 6-cylinder. I can't actually tell you that this will work on a 6-cylinder because over here we only work on 5-pin cylinders, not 6-pin cylinders. Okay, and it looks like I have to open the other box because the cylinder's already in there, so we can take the cylinder out. It's there, and there's the key for it. What happens here is you run into a lock that's overused, just starts to basically fall apart, and you're like, okay, now I gotta change the lock, but I want to reuse the cylinder because I don't have to give them keys or make them keys, stuff like that. Thank goodness they were gracious enough to get me a key machine here a few years back, so that's a really good deal for us. We're rather lucky. Over here there's an oval right here. It's not exactly round. You got a tab right there. You put it in there and you line up. You see that piece that's moving right here in the bottom? You line that up pretty much straight like that. Okay? Now there's a piece I got to push in, and it's on the other side, it's on the opposite side, and then I got to slide this out. So, and it's over here, it's underneath this top plate right here. We push it in, and at the same time we got to slide this pin out. Okay? So these pins, sometimes they break here, and then the key just turns around and it won't open the lock. With one of these pin breaks, this lock was useless. You can take these out and change these pieces also from a new or used lock. Okay, this is a used lock, but you can see it's in pretty good condition. I don't see a lot of wear on the pins here, so that's good. Definitely still even has some oil in there, so that's nice. Now after we take the cylinder out, you got 2 sides here that are kind of pointy, and you have to put it perpendicular to this guy here. It would be parallel to these 2 pins like this, these 2 screw nubs, whatever you call them. Okay, you have to be careful here, and you have to keep it straight. You have to wiggle it, and there it is. Cylinder just popped out. It's pretty much that simple. I remember when I first tried, I couldn't do it to save my life. Hence the video. This is what the cylinder looks like. Sideways view. Okay, this is where the 5 pins are at. A 6-pin would be longer, and I guess if the lock is made for that and it's using the same system, I guess it'll work with it, but I don't have it, so I can't prove that to you. Okay, this is where this piece rides right here. It rides right there. See that? And that's how it opens and closes the lock when you turn the cylinder. All right. And the other thing is, sometimes you come across this where the cylinder seems to be upside down. If it's this Kwikset setup, you can actually remove the cylinder and then put it right back up, and you're good to go without removing the. Actually, you do have to remove the lock to do this job. So, okay, get it lined right there. Got it back in. Now, I noticed when installing these, if the cylinders are not in place right, if they're not in place, you actually install the lock first, and then you install the. There we go. So, see? Then you install this piece second. So actually, this comes already installed in the lock. When you install the lock new, if there's 2 cylinders on the side, don't. Oh, it's in flush. Okay, don't put the cylinder in and then put the lock on the door. It gives me trouble a lot. I have to retake the lock apart, pull the cylinder out, and all of that, and a little bit annoying. I think you guys got the idea. You got the explanation. There's a little plastic nub there. Turns with the thumb screw on this side right here, and that fits inside here where that oval piece is. And that's basically how that works. So you can lock it or unlock it. Okay. Now I think you guys got all the functions that I can show you here for now. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.